Whoever welcomes the prophet as a prophet will receive the prophet's reward. And whoever welcomes the righteous person will receive the righteous person's reward. Jesus said in the gospel reading today, and my brothers and sisters, today the church in Vietnam welcomes the members of the Catholic Biblical Foundation in Southeast Asia. And I wonder what reward for the church in Vietnam. Before answering this question, let me have some remarks about our meeting. It is the first time Catholic Biblical Foundation has a meeting in Vietnam, and not in Hanoi, capital of Vietnam, not in Ho Chi Minh City, the largest city of the country, but in Nha Trang, at the pastoral center of the Diocese of Nha Trang. And you know, the bishop of this diocese, Bishop Joseph von Minh, is also chairman of the Vietnamese Episcopal Commission for Civic Scriptures. He gathers the priests, religious men and women who are professionally trained in biblical studies. They work together to translate the Bible into Vietnamese, to study the Word of God, and to help the Vietnamese lay faithful to understand the Word of God. Secondly, I want to remind you that a former bishop of this diocese is Cardinal Francis Xavier Van Huân. He was bishop of the Diocese of Nha Trang for 8 years, from 1967 to 1975. In the year 1975, he was appointed co-adjutant of the Archdiocese of Saigon, now Ho Chi Minh City. But the communist government refused his appointment, and then he was imprisoned for 30 years. Before leaving Vietnam to Rome, and finally became president of Pontifical Council for Justice and Peace. And it is in the years in prison that he wrote a famous book, Road of Hope. You imagine being in prison and writing Road of Hope. Amazing. Personally, I am deeply moved by the struggle in his spiritual life. He told us that in the first year in prison, many times he asked God, why I am here. I am still young, 47 at the time. I can do many good things for the church. My diocese needs me. People need me. Why I am here? Ignoring, doing nothing. He kept asking God many times. I would say that he is like Jacob in Old Testament and like Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. He wrestled with God, and eventually he realized that I choose God, not the work of God. And if I choose God, wherever I am, God will be. And he began to see the prison with new eyes. This is my practice. This is my diagnosis. Prisoners, even jail keepers, they are my practitioners. And I have to love them. I have to serve them. I have to evangelize them. You began to see everything with your eyes. The Word of God challenges his thinking and transformed his life. He became a witness to the gospel of hope and love. Pope Benedict XVI himself, you remember, in the encyclical Spes has cited Camilo Vanquer as a witness to hope. Thirdly, the meeting, CCBF, the meeting this year, 2017. And you know, in Vietnam, the basketball plan of the Vietnamese Catholic Resource Conference for 3 years, 2016 to 2019, is about family ministry. After the invitation of Pope Francis in Amoris Laetitia. And the theme of the CBF meeting also about family. Transforming the family through the power of the Word. That means we try to find a way to bring the joy of the gospel into the most basic cell of society and of the church, and help them to fulfill their mission in the church and in the world. With these remarks, I think the reward on this occasion, you bring CBF members, you bring to the church in Vietnam, is a call from God. A call to become a scholar, a witness, and a pastor. It is a call to be a scholar, which means to give the word of God who incarnates in human form